In the meantime, here's Joe with all the business news. Hi,
Thank you very much, Ben. Now, the drugs giant Pfizer has confirmed it will close its research and development site at Sandwich in Kent by the end of next year.
I'm going to take you back now to JBLYNAM, who has come leaping up the stairs with quite an interesting figure that I'm trying to get my head around. Joe, tell me what it's about.
$1.1 trillion. That's how I'm hearing from the German delegation, in fact, in terms of the total amount of money that's going to be pledged by the G20 to multilateral institutions. That's the IMF, of course, and the World Bank.
When I learned that they're in talks, preliminary talks with European officials, it's not really a huge surprise. It is something of an embarrassment because Irish husbandry of its finances was better than Greece's.
They're putting the finishing touches on the Royal Suite here at the Savoy Hotel. 350 square metres of pure luxury. And if you can afford the £10,000 a night, you can afford a bathroom like that, or a walk-in closet like that, or indeed a view kind of like that.
Depending on who you believe, life expectancy in this country ranges between 35 and 45 years of age, which means people die very young here. And death, like so many other things, is a business. This particular street is known as Coffin Row.
Over this weekend, I'm guessing that a lot of independent assessors will look at the reams of data that was published yesterday and say, well, we'll have our own independent check to see whether this bank or that bank is weak enough. I think the next interesting bit is that countries, not the ones that failed, but the next tranche, the kind of 7 or 8 that nearly failed, including a large German bank called Postbank and Allied Irish banks, AIB. They also just about scraped through. So they've synchronized my eyeballs with the screen, and now they're going to track those eyeball movements on a website that I'm not aware of. So it's going to be an accurate representation of what I would look at, and I don't know where my eyes will go.
No headsets or intrusive machinery. The little red dots follow my pupils as they dart around the screen. I managed to completely ignore the adverts, though, on this well-known website.
The Lloyds boss Eric Daniels turned down his bonus of £2.3 million this week.
Are you happy with the results?
He was also turning down any opportunities to address his largest shareholder, you and me.
Please, 40% owned by taxpayers. Oh, come on, Eric, come on. Would you please hold back, sorry?
Is Lloyds Banking Group on the right track, at least? After this exchange, the bank finally agreed to say something about its annual results.
How are the markets in America at least reacting?
It's the old adage, markets can deal with all sorts of bad news and they love good news, but they hate uncertainty. And now they're getting a little bit of certainty. And so the BP share price in the last 20 minutes has spiked up around 4.3%. That is because they have some sort of roadmap. They at least know now that it's $20 billion and it's not payable in one lump sum. That's the key bit.
Nonetheless, the airport managers weren't so keen to have us film in case BA's contingency plans went awry.
Could we not just ask 1 or 2 passengers? Because everything seems to be going quite smoothly.
There are a number of reasons why there's a rush to the stores this Boxing Day. VAT rates are set to rise back to 17.5% within a week. Then, of course, there's the economy. As Britain tiptoes out of recession, people get the confidence to start spending money again. Whether they will retain that confidence in 2010 remains to be seen. JBLYNAM BBC News on Oxford Street.